Sergeant Mokola requested to speak to the suspect.
Busashiloke ukuthi uSergeant Mokola wacela ukuthi akhulume nomsolwa.
Yebo, sasesiphuma simala ngaphandle ngasemnyango.
That is correct. We then went out and just stood just outside the door.
That is you and who?
Ngoba wena nobani?
Mina no Constable Sadiki.
It was me and Constable Sadiki.
And where was Sergeant Mokola at that stage?
Sergeant Mokola laphinga ngaleso
Ubephakathi komkhukhu nommangalelwa.
She was inside the shack together with the accused.
Yes, may proceed.
Emva kwesikhashanyana kwafanele ukuthi siye ehostela elisekude kuduze nala besikhona.
After some time we needed to go to the hostel which is not far from where we were.
Yes.
Ehostela besofuna isibhamu ekwakuthiwe according to Sergeant Mokola sinomuntu osehostela sasinikwe umuntu osehostela.
We were going to the hostel to look for a gun which according to Sergeant Mokola had been given to a person that stays in the hostel.
God, please, my Lord. Sergeant Mokola will be testifying later. Yes.
Suka lapho ke saseke sibhekisa amabombo khona ke lapha ehostel.
From there we then proceeded to the hostel.
Yes.
Phambi kwamasanga kulela hostela lelana bekunabantu ngaphandle.
In front of the hostel gate there were people who were standing just outside the gate.
And which hostel is this?
Kwiliphi hostel?
Angisakhumbulisi igama la khona kahle mhlawumbe ngathi nje Vusimuzi.
I don't remember the name of the hostel, but I think it was called Vusimuzi.
But where is it located?
Tembisa.
It's in Tembisa.
Yes, may proceed.
Ngaqhubeka.
Sasesibuza labantu laba bebame esangweni.
We asked the people who were standing near the gate.
Ukuthi lo muntu
Yes. You made inquiries and what happened further?
Kwasekwenzekani ukuqhubekela phambili?
Kwathola ukuthi lo muntu lo bathiwa washona kudala osekho la.
We were informed that the person that we were looking for had passed away a long time ago.
Yes, you established that the person has passed on. Who were you looking for?
Igama ngilikhohle kodwa umngani kammangalelwa.
I don't remember the name, but it was a friend of the accused.
Yes.
Kubeka?
Kwathiwa masesithola ukuthi ubesoshonile ke uSergeant Mokola wathi ngaphokophela eFosloras.
Well, when we heard that the person we're looking for had passed away, Sergeant Mokola then suggested that we go to Fosloras.
Yes.
Sasesiqhubeka siya eFosloras kodwani ke uthe na ngichasela uSergeant Mokola ukuthi eFosloras wathi ongena phakathi ehostela ngase contact amanye amadoda ami kabe wangale kule area eFosloras.
We then proceeded to Fosloras, but when Sergeant Mokola informed us that we were going to go inside the hostel, I then called some of my men who were in the vicinity of Fosloras.
Yes.
Isizathu bokuthi bese ungena endaweni esingayazi ne situation esingayazi so bengidinga into njenge backup.
The reason was that we were going into unfamiliar territory and a place that we did not know, and we needed backup.
Yes, you may proceed.
Yes, safika ke eFosloras sasesihlanganela ngaphandle kwe-police station eFosloras.
We arrived in Fosloras and then we gathered outside the Fosloras police station.
Yes.
Sergeant Mokhula kula ngazisakhona ukuthi uBrigadier Gininda uyeza usendleleni.
Sergeant Mkhula then informed me that Brigadier Gininda was on his way.
And just for record purposes, who's Brigadier Gininda?
Ubanike Brigadier Gininda?
Brigadier Gininda umphathi wabo Sergeant Mokhula okuma cold cases. Cold cases.
Sergeant Brigadier Gininda is the commanding officer of Sergeant Mokhula, and in this special unit that deals with cold cases.
Is it correct that he's the lead investigator in this case?
That is correct.
Yes, you may proceed.
Kubeka?
Sisamile kanjalo nembala uyawafika vele.
While we're standing there, indeed, he arrived.
Who's that?
Banike?
Brigadier Gininda.
That is Brigadier Gininda.
And more or less, what time was it?
Beseleya kozilahla konina basentambama so.
It was in the afternoon.
Yes.
Baseke kwayena uBrigadier bakhuluma nomangalelwa.
Then Brigadier had a conversation with the suspect.
Where was this conversation?
Manje le nkulumo yayilaphi?
Bebaphakathi kwemoto ebehamba ngoSergeant Mokhula.
That's why they were inside the car that was used by Sergeant Mokhula.
What car was it?
Onhlobo nemoto.
Yeah. Ngathi okuyi Golf. No. Golf 7 or
I think it was a Golf 7.
Yes.
Kubeka?
You may proceed.
Besingaze ukuthi ukhulunywa ngani kodwa kwazise ukuthi kwathiwa kuzomela ukuthi siye eEraton.
We did not know what was being discussed, but what came out of there was that we were going to go to Eraton.
Where in Eraton?
Kuphi in Eraton?
eEraton ingase iseSoweto ngase Diploma I think amahhovisi wabo but indawo isiphoyisa.
Well, Eraton is near Soweto, near Diploma, but they have their offices there.
Yes, you may proceed.
Kubeka?
Kwaziseke ukuthi ke umangalelwa uyathathwa uyofakwa emahhovisini.
Then the accused was taken into the offices.
Which offices?
Office.
Phakathi lapha eEraton.
There in Eraton.
Yes.
Kubeka?
Phuma kwami ke sohlala ku car parking.
Then that's when we exited and went to see it at the car park.
Yes.
After isikashanyana ke masiphuma sihamba ke naye umangalelwa no Sergeant Mokhula siya ePitori.
After that we went out and went with the accused and Sergeant Mokhula on our way to Pretoria.
You say the accused was taken into the offices there at Eraton, and you went to sit at the car park, but what happened to the accused thereafter? Did you see as to what happened to him?
Manje kwenzekani ngomsolwa ngesikhathini nani sihleli lapha ku-car park?
Cha bengingazi ukuthi kwenzakalani ngale ngaphakathi besingapha.
No, I wasn't not going to be able to know what was happening inside.
And when you accompanied Sergeant Muhola to take the accused to Pretoria, where did you find him?
Manje ke uma nihamba noMhola ngithatha umsolwa nimise ePitori namthola.
Baphume ku same Eraton asisuka ngeEraton emahhovisi. Mabephuma ehhovisini labo ngiyabahlangabeza simfake enqoleni kaMhola basishaya imoto kwesihamba.
Oh, no, they were right inside the offices in Eraton. So when they came out, we went to them and they took them to place the accused in the Sergeant Mhola's car, and then we left for Pretoria.
Yeah, but after the accused was taken into the offices, as you've testified, did he remain there in the office all the time until he was taken to Pretoria?
Manje kumsolwa kumse fakwe lapha emahhovisi wahlala khona yini ngaphakathi kula mahhovisi ufela isikhathi lapha athathwa khona ePitori?
Ngokolwazi lwami yebo.
According to my knowledge, yes.
Yes, what happened further?
Kwase kwenzekani ukuya phambili?
Uthe mayephuma emahhovisini wabo lapha eEraton kumhlangabeza kwami kugitshelwa emotweni kaMhola. Sasuka lapho sasesiyovalelwa ePitori.
When we then took him from those offices and put him in their car, in Mohola's car, he was then taken to be locked up in Pretoria.
Yes.
Where
in Pretoria was he detained?
No, I have forgotten the name.
Yes.
Kodwa masifika ePitori again umuntu mawuhambe umvalela emasayilini uphinde futhi umtshele amalungelo akhe.
Well, when we arrived in Pretoria, well, if you want to take a person into the cell, you're required to repeat telling the person his rights.
Yes.
Uma ungimtshela ngaleso sikhathi lento besibukene emehlweni.
When I informed him of his rights, we were facing each other.
And where did that take place?
Lekulama cell lawo lapha emasayilini.
That happened at the cells.
Yes.
Kubeka?
Mawumtshela ngumtshela ngesizulu.
When I informed him of his rights, I was using the Zulu language.
Yes.
Ngaphinda futhi ngamchazisela lapho kabanzi ukuthi uma kukhona okungamphethanga kahle unalo ilungelo lokuthi afake isikhalazo whether sikhona okanye uma sihambile.
I also informed him at length that if he had a complaint, then he has the right to place his complaint with the police.
During our presence.
And he was then supposed to do that as well during our presence.
Or after.
Or after.
Yes.
Kunepheshana ke osilugcwalisayo laphana elibizwa ama-notice of rights esilugcwalisayo.
There's a form that we fill which is called notice of rights.
Yes.
Ma qeda ukugcwalisa lelo form lelo uma enganankinga uye alisane lelo phepha bese uyalithatha.
Well, after filling that form, if he has no qualms, then he signs it and he hands it over to us.
and hands it where?
ulinika ummangalelwa
You then give that page umnika lona lonke
lento front original copy.
Then the original is handed over to the accused.
Yes.
Then bese uthatha copy yakhona uyifaka edokodweni.
Then the copy is placed inside the docket.
Yes.
Kunencwadi ebizwa iOB esemaseleni.
There's a book called the OB that is found in the cells.
And what does OB stand for?
OB ushukuthinike.
Occurrence book.
It stands for occurrence book.
Yes.
Ngokwenjwayelo iOB igcwaliswa abantu esuke sibathole lapho emasayilini.
Well, normally that book is filled in by the people that we find right there in the cells.
If you say which people, who are you referring to?
Umuthi labantu usho baphi?
Ama-member wa-SAPS lawa asebenza emasayilini.
It is the members of SAPS that work within the cells.
Yes.
Bana bakuvamisile ukuthi ngaphambi kokuthi bamthathe umuntu bambuze and sometimes baye ngokuthi baye bambheke bam-inspect ukuthi una ulimele okanye useshiwe izinto ezikanjalo kuyinjwayelo.
What they do as a matter of practice is that they often inspect the person and also ask him question if he has had any injuries before the person is placed into the cells.
Yes.
Uma begculisekile umuntu engelimele bayabhala ku-OB banginike OB number bese bayamthatha umuntu sokuwabo.
Once they've certified themselves that the person is not injured, then they fill in the OB. Ebese
Mabegculisele bagcwalisa lapha ku-OB mina ngithatha i-OB number ngisayine ku-OB bamthathe.
Then once they have filled the OB, I get the OB number after the OB has been filled.
Yes.
Ukuhlukana kwami nommangalelwa kanjalo.
That was the last time that I was together with the accused at that time.
But you have just explained the procedure upon arrival at the police station, the completion of the notice of rights, and the completion of the occurrence book. Can you just explain to the court what did you do, what happened upon arrival at the police station?
Usufikira police station sekufake konke ke usumtshela ngamalungelo ufile na OPP manje kwasekwenzeka yini mase ufike police station?
Asifike police station ngiyamtshela amalungelo.
Yes.
Ngiyambuza ukuthi uyawaqonda yini amalungelo kukhona ngakuqonda unombuzo yini.
When we arrived at the police station, I inform him of his rights, and then I also asked him if there's anything at all that he does not understand, and if there is, then he should ask. He should tell me.
Yes.
Number 2, mangiceda ukumtshela ukuthatha yona le ncwadi le yama notice of rights ujike umchazela ukuthi kuwo wonke lo ngushilo into ayoyithola la kulama notice of rights.
Well, after that I tell him, show him the notice of rights and tell him that everything that he'll need is written in the notice of rights.
Yes.
Uma efuna ukusigculisela ngokuthi awafunda ama notice of rights onalo ilungelo lokuthi akwenze lokho umnikeze isikhathi akufunde lokho akufundayo bese uyagculiseka.
If at all he wants to satisfy himself about the notice of rights, then he has the right to read it for himself and satisfy himself.
Yes, but what happened on the day? What took place in actual fact?
Samthatha masesifikele ePitori after the process wangena emaseyilini.
And when we have brought him in Pretoria, after that process, he was then taken into the cells.
Where the notice of rights, or you testify that they were explained to the accused, what was his reaction after that?
Manje ke yena ke waphendula athini emva kokuthi nimkhombisa konke lo amalungelo akhe nawo konke.
Wagculiseka ngoba nakho akwazi ukushicilela.
He was satisfied because he went ahead and signed the notice of rights.
And who booked the accused in the cells?
Vanike owafaka umsolwa emaseleni.
Ilaba basemaseyilini.
Well, it is the officers in the cells.
Yes, but who took him to the cells?
Banonthethwamisa emaseleni.
Thina siphelela la kwe reception area.
No, we only go as far as the reception area.
And do you know if an entry was made when the accused was handed in at the cells?
Uyazi noma khona la kwabhala khona umsolwa esefakwe emaseleni.
Kuyinjwayelo futhi kubalekile, yes.
Yes, that is the practice and it is important and yes, it happened.
Just want to show you Exhibit NN dated 31 May 2020.
Bunukhombisa exhibit NN 21 May 2020.
Is entry 2187 at 0140 22 in the morning. Morales, what time did you arrive at the police station?
Wafika ngasikhathini police station. It was in the early hours of the morning.
Can you read that entry in the record?
Cela usifundele yona ke ukuze iqoshwe phansi.
It's arrest Sergeant Mogola from National Commissioner's Office, cold case investigations with the following: Mozi Stemba Sibia, case number 217/03/2019 Tembisa case, SAP 14-156/05/2020, SAP 14A. It's R5086208. J50 warrant of arrest.
Yes.
Ithi balibema iqhubeka ithi no injuries, correctly detained. Kwase kuyashicilelwa.
It says, it continues to say no injuries, suspect detained,
Correctly
detained, and then afterwards there are signatures.
What is your comment on that entry that there were no injuries?
Ufuna ukuphawula uthini ke kuloko kubhashiwe ukuthi kungena kulimala?
Ngivumelana nabo bengalimele.
I concur with that observation. He was not injured.
Now, do you know Constable Monaring and Constable Maphumulo?
Yamas Constable Mnare no Constable Maphumulo.
Kebas.
I know them.
Did you see them on the day in question?
Wababona yini ngalolu langa esikhuluma ngalo?
Cabange Eratin. Umnareng waba kule thimba leli engalibiza eFosloras.
Mnareng was amongst the team that I had asked to come and assist in Fosloras.
Mankhumbulisa kahle ke therefore uMaphumulo ngase imqondo wami usukhona usuhlangene sidibana eEratin.
But I was able to notice Maphumulo when we had come together in Araton.
Did you see if they had anything to do with the accused there at Eraton?
Uyazi ukuthi khona abakwenza kumsolwa eEraton?
Cha, akukho akwenza.
No, there's nothing that they did.
Right after leaving the police station, what happened further?
Manje masesuka lapha esikhumulweni samaphoyisa kwase kwenzekani?
Sesifile umangalelwa ubekwe isikhathi sokuyophumula.
After we left the accused there, it was time to knock off.
Yes. Did Constable Monaring and Maphumulo accompany you to Pretoria?
Constable Monaring no Maphumulo bahamba nani yini baniphelezela ePitori?
Cha.
No.
Were you further involved in any way in this matter
So khona ke
after this particular day?
emva kwaleli langa ke waphinda ke waba nesandla wasifaka kulolu daba.
Makususwa mabeza nomangalelwa number 2 basuka ePitori sise Boxback sasibavulela indlela ukuthi traffic ikwazi ukuhamba kahle yabo.
Uma besuka
Mabehamba nomangalelwa number 2 basuka ePitori la ePitori baya eBoxback.
when they were accompanying the accused from Pretoria to Boxback, we tried to free the way in traffic for them.
Which date was that?
Kwayiluphi la?
24 na angisakhumbula kahle.
Maybe it was the 24th, I can't remember exactly.
Yes, of which month?
Kwayiphi inyanga?
Or April na.
I don't know whether it was April or not.
If you don't remember, just
Angikhumbula.
No, I can't remember.
yeah. Can you remember what happened on the day?
Uyakhumbula ukuthi kwenzekani ngalolo suku?
Okay, thina besemuva masingena ngemoto.
We were at the rear when we entered with the cars.
Kwi car parking kwavela umunye umama omlungu.
At the car park, there appeared a certain white lady.
Le ndawo le ingathi passage so kodwa imoto ziyangena.
Well, it is like a passage, but then the cars are able to go in.
But which place are you talking about?
Khuluma ngayiphi indawo?
Indawo kaMantshi eBoxback.
It was at the magistrate's office in Boxback.
Yes.
Yebo.
Uthena ivela lo mama omlungu athi sibaningi kangaka. Senzani sizothusa umuntu.
Well, when this white lady appeared, she said, "Such a large number you are. What are you doing? Are you trying to intimidate a person?"
Yes.
Yebo.
Then bese kuba uConstable Jonathan, Constable Lesering behla nomangalela wosibili.
Then Constable Jonathan and Constable Lesring alighted from the car together with the second accused.
Yes.
Sase sihamba ke thina ke siphuma kule ndawo liyana kodwa saye emahhovisi wethu.
Well, we then left that place and went to our offices.
Which offices?
Ama-office wemetropolis ahlukaniswe nje ucingo.
Well, we went to the offices of the Metropolis. Our offices and the magistrate court are just separated by a fence.
Yes.
Kobeka?
Sase soyihlalela khona ke.
We then went to stay there.
Yes.
Base basibiza ke sebeqedile ukuthi sebeqedile.
We were called then after they had finished.
Yes.
Ukuba siza ukuthi bakwazi ukuphuma eBoxbacks in
Go
terms of the
and
traffic.
assist them as well to be able to go out of Boxback and to ease their way in the traffic.
Yes.
Baqhubeka naye base baya naye ePitori.
They then proceeded with him to Pretoria.
Sorry?
They then proceeded with him to Pretoria.
Did you not proceed to Pretoria?
When I was in Kuba and Pretoria,
Asi kahle besingasiphathi yale escort leyo.
no, we're not actually part of that escort.
Yes. What was your role?
Umsebenzi wenu
Ukubanceda nje sibaswipela indlela sibiza sweeping lento kubavalele itraffic bakwazi ukuhamba.
Well, no, we're just helping them to just open the ways for them. We call that sweeping for them.
Yes. Is that all?
You want
Yeah. Yeah.
That is correct.
Bese yokus 2 participation yami.
That my also my participation was
Masba swipela futhi again siya eMoroka.
we also swept for them again as they went to Morocco.
Yes. When was that?
Well, wait,
Hayi, khohliwe.
unfortunately, I cannot remember the date.
Yes.
Umsebenzi wami lapho kwaku counteract any threat that we
My job there was to guard against any threat.
Yes.
kwakuyimi ke lapho ngihamba noConstable Maphumulo.
Yeah, well, on that day, I was the one involved together with Constable Mapumula.
Yes.
Nakhona masifika le asingenanga besingana kwenza na anything nomangalo.
Well, when we arrived there as well, we did not do anything because we had nothing to do with the accused.
When you arrived where?
eMoroka.
That is arriving in Morocco.
Morocco. Where in Morocco?
Nothing in Morocco.
Athi kuse police station lapho.
I think it was the police station.
What time did you arrive there?
Nafika sikhathini ke la.
Oh, angisazi engikukhumbula ukuthi asaba no Sergeant Mohale.
I don't remember, but what I remember correctly is that we were together with Sergeant Mohali.
Where did you meet him?
Mahlangana naye kuphi?
Thina saba sayigova sasigova endleleni mabesuka ePretoria saba join endleleni N12.
We joined them on the N12 when they were coming from Pretoria.
Yes.
Up until ke sesofika lapho.
Right up to when we arrived at that place.
Which place?
eMoroka.
That is in Morocco.
Yes. And then what happened further there at Morocco police station?
Kwase kubeka kwenzekani ke eMorocco police station?
Njoba ngisho thina besemuva okwenzeka phambili bengasakuboni.
Well, like I said, we're right at the rear, and what happened in France we're unable to observe.
Yes. And then what happened after Morocco police station?
Emva kweMorocco police station kwasenzekani?
Same drill mabephuma bayasitshela sibuyele emuva sihlale emuva.
Yes, the same thing. When they came out, they told us, and then we went back.
Yes. You went where?
Nayaphi?
Thina sihlukana nabo endleleni babuyela ePitori bazabubuya bazana la ePitori.
Well, we parted ways when they were on the way to Pretoria.